So this is the pound dollar analysis for Monday, the 23rd of October. Now we're going to have a look at the higher time frames as we are at the start of the week and just see how prices have developed so far this month. Now, price development so far this month, we are in bearish territory, as can be seen by the candle which is forming. We have seen some buying, but overall, the selling continuation, which ended September, has continued into October. It has not been negated by the bulls at present. A combination of recent dollar strength and pound weakness in around the Brexit uncertainty. Overall, however, the trend is still to the upside, especially on this monthly time frame. Pretty much until I'll probably say until we negate the bullish candle of September on the monthly time frame. So overall, we are bullish on the monthly time frame, even though we are still in a bearish territory for October. We have to see how October finishes, whether we do have a strong close to the month, closing near the lows. Now, if we go to have a look at the weekly time frame, see how prices have developed. So on this weekly time frame, we had, let's get a pen out very quickly. What's going on here? Technical difficulties. So we had found support in around here, and this, as can be seen there, the 20 period moving average is acting as support there in red. We've posted a series of higher lows off the 20 period moving average, and that was pretty bullish on the weekly time frame. But of concern has been the depth of the retracements. The retracements on the weekly time frame have been quite deep, as can be seen there, all the way back down to the 20 period moving average. The deepest of which is the most recent one, where prices went all the way up, as can be seen over here on the left of the chart, to the close of the Brexit week candle, which is there. We did actually come up to it and close within, went up to actually within, I think it was within 10 pips, and we've subsequently seen the sell off here, all the way back down to 20 period moving average. Now, where do we expect prices to go? Let's just have a look at these, let's have a look at the charts. So I've gone over there, and I did expect a continuation after this bullish week that we posted, but it doesn't seem that prices want to be compliant at present. We did post a bearish week last week. We did see some buying into the end of the week, but it was a bearish week nonetheless, and we didn't quite get down to the 20 period moving average. Instead, we found support at the previous week, well, a swing from a couple of weeks ago of 130.93, but there was a lot more selling than I anticipated, to be honest. So overall, on the weekly time frame, we are still in an uptrend, but we have to remain cautious, particularly as we have seen quite a lot of weakness more recently, as we have seen bearish weeks posted for 4 of the past 5 weeks. So let's just go down to the daily chart. And here under the daily chart, we can see where we sold off from the 136.57. We have come into, we did have some weakness here on the daily chart in and around, hold on a second here. Let's just get this correct. So let's just get the pen out, and we did have some weakness there, and we have come up into that region again, slightly above it, and we've had some selling. So where could we potentially see prices go? Now, if we do break down from where we are at present, we would have to definitely look at the 400 period moving average, as well as this main level here at 130. We due to the strong end to the week, we did put in a bit of a pin bar, so we have to be aware of that. that buyers have stepped back into the market. So, and it is a case of that's potentially being a if we interpret that as being a low over here, that's potentially a higher low for a further continuation and a test of 3281. Oops, this daisy. Let's just get that back on there correctly. So a test of 3281. If, however, we do break down in that the very next candle is a bearish candle, we would expect further continuation to the downside. This weekly pivot, which acted as support, we would expect that to break for prices to move down to the test the 400 period moving average, currently sitting at 3026, below which we also have the 130 level. Now let's just have a look at the, as I do remember, let's just have a look and see where our 20 period moving average is currently sitting so far this week. Our 20 period moving average is sitting at, let's move that a bit. Let's just see where our 20 period is sitting at 3087. Yeah, sitting at 3087, and prices went all the way down to 3093. So combination of that 20 period moving average and the weekly pivot of 3093 in and around that region, we did find support. So we have to look at 3093 potentially as being a level where we might find support again. But below that, we were definitely looking at the 400 period moving average sitting at 130.27, was it? Yes, 26. Yeah, in around 130.26. Now, if we don't, so those are pretty much the levels I'll be looking at on Monday. A move up to 3281, continuation from the buying that we saw on Friday, or a breakdown towards 3026. Below that, we'll be looking at the round number of 130. So if we have a look at the execution time frame, which is the hourly, see how prices have developed. As we can see, let's just get the pen out quickly. We've come down into this support at 130.47. We found support, had a bit of a bounce all the way up to 200 period moving average. We've retested and broke below it slightly. It closed back above it, the 31.47. Prices did go up, did appear likely to test the 200 period moving average here in blue, but instead we broke down beneath the 31.47. I do mention in a few videos, the more often a level is tested, the more likely we are to see a break from where it is being tested. So this, in this occasion, on this occasion, it was being tested from above, so we saw a broke below the level. We've come all the way down into this weekly pivot that we mentioned here at 30.93. Found support for prices to move up. We have not seen prices come back down and test the 31.47. So if we do get continuation, we would have to have a look at this region here where we do have the 200 period moving average as well as the 400 period moving average. Successful navigation of which we'll be looking for prices to go all the way up to 32.81, sorry. See if we do see some weakness for a move to the downside. Now let's just clean this chart. Let's just clean this chart up a bit, and yep. So further continuation to the downside. So we've currently got the 200 and 400 period moving averages sitting at 32.17 and 32.29. Definitely something to look at. We've also got this. We had some selling over here as well in and around 32.20. So in and around that 32.20, 32.30 region, we have seen some selling in the most recent past. We also have the dynamic support and resistance. In this case, being resistance being a 200 and 400 period moving average. Plus, we've seen a sell-off all the way back down to 31.47, possibly going on to 39.3, and below that we got 30.26. If we do break to the upside, 32.81, I wouldn't expect prices to go much beyond, say, 33.04. But again, above that, we are looking at 33.50. But there is quite a lot of resistance in around that 33 region, especially as we have seen over here with the case of lower highs, as prices rejected the 400 period moving average. So that should wrap up the analysis for the pound US dollar. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.